Hi, it's Emily from Emily Loves Pins. Today we're going to be looking at the three full sets of monthly series or quarterly series that I collected in 2025. So I collected one quarterly series and two monthly series. So the first one we're going to look at is Pocket Parks. It is a quarterly series and it was released at Disneyland. They were LE 1500, $34.99 a piece. And like I said, it was a quarterly series, so there were four. I really, really like these pins. So I know that they're from Disneyland, and I've never been to Disneyland, but they are very, very similar. Like when I look at the maps on the inside, they look just like the parks at Disney World. So y'all will have to tell me if there's something completely different that I'm missing. What I really like is on the front, there's this pretty sculpted metal. So the first two that came out were Adventureland and Fantasyland. And as you know, I'm not a huge fan of colorless pins. So we are just going to pop this open. And you can see the map of Adventureland. And then also Tinkerbell is hiding. There we go. Fantasyland. So you can see the pretty, pretty maps. I really did like these, and they were two different kinds of metal. So they were two different kinds of metal, which was nice. And I just thought these were really good pins. Whoops. Back over you go. And then on the back, we've got Frontierland and Tomorrowland. So we'll open Goofy up. There's Frontierland. So cute. And Stitch is welcoming us to Tomorrowland, which I really, really like this marbling on the inside. You can see it best in Tomorrowland with the blue. It's there in the rest of them, but Tomorrowland really shows it off. So these are definitely one of my favorite sets from this year. So they are the Pocket Parks quarterly series. Okay, so the second series that we're going to look at is the Inkwells of Evil. And those were released on both coasts. They are LE 4000 and there was 12 in the set. So these I have on my board off of their card, but this is the card they came on. $22.99. And again, released at both parks, relatively easy to get. I do believe that I got them all in order, and I put them on my board as I got them. So this should be the correct order, although I did not verify. So first we have the first three are Gaston, Ursula, and Queen of Hearts. And I really hope, let me see if I can get some more light. Hold on. Okay, that's better. So again, I am not a huge fan of colorless pins, but these have so much going on in them that I just love them. I mean, number one, they're villains, of course. But if you look at each one of their inkwells is filled with some sort of icon that relates to the villain. There's marbling. And I also like the style. The style that they're in is really cute. I mean, look at Ursula. She is up to no good. Absolutely. And Queen of Hearts, commanding as ever. So I really do like all of the detail. So then the the fourth, fifth, and sixth pins were Hades, Scar, and the Old Hag. You can see, I hope you can see this well, all of the items that are in their inkwell. Kind of reminded me of the, well, not necessarily, but another set of pins I have on this board is where there's these little things inside. So it's kind of like that to a point, not multiple items, but just icons that kind of go with them. Like those are scars, at least they appear to be. Apples. So these are really, really cool pins in my opinion. The 7, 8, and 9 were Cruella. She's got Dalmatian spots. We've got Captain Hook, and it looks like he's got coins, maybe from like a treasure. Oh no, they're clocks. Oh my gosh, I didn't even notice that. This whole time I thought they were coins. They're little tiny clocks from when he got eaten by the crocodile. And then Maleficent, she's got a vine full of thorns. And then the last 3 are Jafar, Yzma, and Chernabog. Looks like Jafar has little snakes. Yzma's got potion bottles. And Chernabog is looking like flames. These pins are just really, really awesome in my opinion. I do notice for the first time that Chernabog doesn't look like he has any marbling, which I don't think he should. He's not really a two-tone, multi-tone kind of guy. He's just darkness. So, all right, this is the Inkwells of Evil. And now we move on to the most difficult. The most difficult by far, which was the Dining with Disney. All right, and here we are. Dining with Disney. These were a Walt Disney World only release. These are all restaurants that you can find at Walt Disney World. And they were LE 2500. So surprisingly enough, I was able to get Ohana with no issues. The issues then started with Pizza Rizzo, which as you can see, I now have. So surprise, I am Dining with Disney complete. Only 8 fit in the picture right now. So we're gonna start with Ohana. I really, really do love the backer cards, so I am going to keep them on the backer card. So the last time we were at Disney was this last pin event. The one before that, we had gone to Ohana. And then just a few months later, this pin comes out and it was fantastic. And I was like, yes, of course I want to collect Dining with Disney. This was a mad dash all year. All year. But it's done, so I'm just going to be happy about that. So we've got Ohana. Then we've got Pizza Rizzo, which are both restaurants I've been to. Now, Roundup Rodeo, I am not sure where that is. I know there's Toy Story Land, but like, would it be that easy? That it's just in Toy Story Land with everything else? That's possible, but I do not believe I have ever eaten there. It does say barbecue, so it sounds like something I would like. And here's the back. These are all pin on pin, and they have various elements throughout them. None of them move, but there's some, oh, what is that called? That it's a like a rubberized element. I don't think that might be the only one. But yeah, Rodeo Roundup is very, very cute. Chef Mickey's I've been to. Cheshire Cafe, I am not sure where that is. So it's possible I've been there and I don't remember. Because remember, it was a long time ago when I worked at Disney. So there are places that I've been that I do not even recall. And then plus, going every year with family and so on while we lived in Florida. There's the back of Cheshire. So Casey's Corner, I've definitely been there. Let's see, then we've got Beaches and Cream. Yes, I've been there. The Regal Eagle Smokehouse. I believe I know where that is, but I can't say if I have eaten there or not. I do not recall. So what I'm going to have to do is make sure that I have eaten. I think the only one I can't go to is this one. I don't know. I'm not a big, I have to go to all these certain restaurants. I don't know. Eating at Disney is great. It's just not the first thing on my mind. So we've got Chip and Dale and the Garden Grill. Now this was the only one that we were actually there for that release. So I was able to get that one myself. Boma we went to when we stayed at Animal Kingdom Lodge. That was really, really, really good food. The Sci-Fi Dine-In Theater, I do not think this is the drive-in that's over at the studios. I remember sitting in a car. It's like this was when I was much, much younger. Sitting in a car. It's like over where the backlot tour is. I can't remember if it was Sci-Fi or not, or if it was just like a 50s diner. No, I know there's also a 50s diner in there because they yell at you if you don't wash your hands. And that's got like comfort food and stuff. That place is really good to eat, but I am not sure if I have been here. Someone will have to tell me, is this the one with the cars where your table looks like a car and it's back, it's in the way back like where you're walking through the back lot? That's giving familiar vibes, but I could be wrong. And then the last one in the series is Be Our Guest. And yes, I have been there. My mom made sure of that. And I have had the gray stuff. So that, I mean, I still can't believe I completed this set. I really can't. And I just got Pizza Rizzo not very long ago. Like days. I mean, obviously I ordered it weeks ago, but yeah, that is it. That is the wild, I think this is the wildest year that I have had for trying to complete monthly series. When everything was closed, it was very difficult, but this is definitely the wildest year for pickups. So also, if anyone is picking up at Walt Disney World in 2026, we need to talk because I definitely am looking for someone. I have a couple of options for Disneyland, but Disney World is still proving to be very difficult. So hopefully 2026 will be better for monthly series because there are a few that I would like to collect. But we will just end happy as heck that Pizza Rizzo is here. So, all right, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.